Welcome back to PSN Commanders Network. Welcome to the live stream. Boy Tonke tap back in the video before I get to the word of God. For God's right now, God's open doors and pave way for all people in the doors and pyramid. Davio, here by the Washington Commanders. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also, please hype up these videos. Turn your post notifications on so you always get your PSN Commanders Network video on the PSN Commanders Network. Before I get too far into it, I do want to apologize for the lack of consistency lately. Life has been kind of kicking me in the tail. I ain't gonna lie. Between my work schedule, life and just discipleship and things of that nature. I have been consistently dropping videos like I want to, or live streams for that matter. So I do apologize about that. Also, lack of live streaming and things of that nature. But I'm gonna try to get more consistent as we are hopping into the free agency and draft season. So let's get right into it. Awesomeness, what's going on with you? Appreciate you stopping by. Got a few topics to talk about before I get too far into it, though. And I got a quick verse of the day. I'm going to get out the verse, and we're going to go ahead and move. Ecclesiastes 12:13 says as follows: Now, all has been heard. Here's the conclusion of the matter: fear God and keep his commandments to do to all mankind. Let's get right into it. So, I'm going to talk about the first topic. We got a couple topics to talk about. Brian Johnson no longer with the coaching staff. He is in LA with the Rams now. I'm also talking about the Jayden Daniels mama drama with the coach, the guy. I'm doing good. How y'all doing? What's going on with y'all? What up, ACTR Pro? What's up, bro? We talk about that, and then we talk Andrew Wylie getting resigned and Kyle Pitts getting attacked. Let's start with this whole your boy John Keim had a interview with his guy.
Armor. You know what I mean? I think he's trying to, just get a little bit bigger, faster, stronger, put on some more lean muscle. You know what I mean? So in his mind, maybe can be, you guys are bigger, faster, stronger in the NFL. You know what I mean? So I think that's been his more of his focus is like, let me get my body right. I think from a mechanical standpoint, there's not much that he really needs to focus on that's new. Jayden's skill set and what he's been doing since he's been in high school through college, he mechanically is top 3 in the NFL, right? From a footwork standpoint, throwing motion, accuracy, and making sure his eyes are before his feet. His feet control his throwing motion, right? Eyes, feet, offhand throwing motion. I don't really see much better. I think, and I'm not even saying this in bias, I think he is the best, right? If you took away his throwing or his running ability and you surround.
So this the guy I was talking with John Keim. And this is what he said. Quarterback Jayden Daniels, obviously quarterback coach Ryan Porter, want some body on him, some muscle. And then his mom, shout out to Virginia Jackson, shout out to Mama Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, she is for real. That is not his quarterback's coach, and has not been since high school. Jayden trains with Taylor Kelly from 3D QB, shaking my head. Please start giving him a platform to speak. Basically, tell John Keim stop interviewing this man. Was that another interview with him like last year or something like that? And Miss Jackson, like, I'm sick and tired of it. Get this man out of here. He not real. He goofy. Somebody's lying. I'm gonna say the coach is lying because I don't know why his mom would say that if it wasn't true, right? So I'm gonna believe Mama Jackson now. Y'all take what y'all mean on that. I told y'all this was going to happen. Kyle Pitts was not hitting free agency. I told y'all. I excited my boy Jarris. Jarris said, "Get Kyle Pitts. Get him how? He wasn't going anywhere." And it's official. He's not going nowhere. The Falcons are planning franchise tag standout tight end Kyle Pitts. So it's to say, keep their playmaker in the fold on a 1-year fully guaranteed deal worth more than $50 million. The hope is they can work a long-term deal rather than a tag. The two sides have until July to do it. I think they will go ahead and do that as well. It just makes perfect sense. Kyle Pitts is one of the best tight ends in football, and he was not hitting free agency. I don't know why any Commander fan thought he was going to hit the open market. I don't know. He had 88 catches for 920 yards and 5 touchdowns. Why do you think he was going to hit free agency? It was crazy to me. He was never hitting free agency. It was never going to happen, respectfully. So, unless he had a down year, which he did not have a down year. So, I didn't think he was going to hit free agency anyway. If he had 750 receiving yards, he was going to get tagged. They don't want to lose a talent. Cal Pitts, he's a dog. Mock Draft Monday. This one was on Cardinal tape. You can go ahead and look at that article as well. I don't mind Cardinal Tate at 7. I don't love it, but I don't mind it either. They missed out a chance on Cal Pitts. Shout out to Josh Taylor for the articles. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So let's look at the Rams offensive coaching staff because we have a couple of guys there from Washington now on their staff. So Sean McVay is the head coach. Cliff Kingsbury is assistant head coach. That's an interesting title there. Nate Shadowhe's offensive coordinator. They were going associate coordinator / quarterbacks coach. Rod wide receivers, Ryan offensive lines, Scott Huff tight ends, Ron Gold running backs, Brian Allen, Zach Gromer, Robert Woods assistant wide receivers coach. I think recently retired Robert Woods, by the way. Shout out to Robert Woods for retiring and going into coaching. Eric Gerber, offensive assistant wide receivers, and Robert White, senior defensive assistant. Defensive staff. So why is he on the defensive side? Okay, so Brian Johnson right here. Brian Johnson, now former Washington Commanders assistant head coach, is now the senior offensive assistant in LA. So that's also interesting. Shout out to Brian Johnson with the number the best. He got passed on the OC job. So he wanted to leave town. I'm not mad about that. I don't hate that, nor am I mad at him. I really don't give a crap. I wish him number the best though, and I wish him well. Now, the more important news today. The Commanders have re-signed Andrew Wylie to a 2-year contract, sources confirmed. Wylie became a variable backup / spark starter this past season for about O-line depth, make it clear season end he wants to stay. And also the deal is worth $7.5 million. It can go up to $10.5 million. So it's 2 years, $3.75 million per year. That's $1,500,000 in the centers. I like this. Andrew Wylie was really solid last year. Even when he started the year beforehand, he was pretty decent as well. After Josh Collins, so obviously he'll start over Andrew Wylie. Got your swing tackle back. He can play left and right tackle. You do not want him to play left tackle any stretch of imagination, but if he had to, he would. Also have Brandon Coleman on the roster. Hopefully you're starting left guard. If something happened to Larry Tunzel, knock on wood, you can move to left tackle. You can insert Andrew Wylie at left guard, and you can keep on playing football. So, very versatile piece. And very cheap. This is not an expensive deal. I know somebody said $7.5, $10.5 million for a backup. That is for the 2 years, dummy. Do your math. That's $3.75 million per year. That is nothing for a swing tackle. That is nothing for a versatile offensive lineman like Andrew Wylie. This is a bargain. This is a great move. I love this. He's back. That's great. Now you got Brandon Coleman and Andrew Wylie's even key depth, or you have Brandon Coleman just starting left guard, and then you have Andrew Wylie as your do-it-all swing offensive lineman that can do multiple things. Sam Cosmi gets hurt. Knock on wood. What can Andrew Wylie do? Play right guard. If something happens to John Cosmi Jr., knock on wood. What can Andrew Wylie do? Play right tackle. If something happens to Brandon Coleman, what can Andrew Wylie do? Play left guard. He cannot play center. I would not prefer to play left tackle, but you can play both guard positions and the right tackle position. Can't argue that versatility. Can't argue that versatility at all. Now, so that's great news. I like to see that as well. Andrew Wylie being back here, which is great to see. I did not think he would come back here. I thought he would be outpriced, and might be able to start somewhere else, but he did decide to come back on a very, 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 very inexpensive contract. That's beautiful to see. Oh, so yeah, see offensive assistant. Yes, Washington would look to hire someone to take Brian Johnson's spot, but have not heard any names yet. You won't hear any names right away. He did just leave. So I figured they might just hire from within or promote from within. Might not bring an outside name. We'll see how that goes. But that's definitely not a huge loss in my eyes. I think it's definitely a solid, a decent loss, maybe because he was a really good pass game coordinator, but it is what it is. Also, Jordan Tyson would not be doing any on-field workouts with his combine. He's continuing to work his way from his season-ending hamstring injury that he had suffered while he was still at Arizona State. So that sucks for Jordan Tyson. And we don't care about anything like that. So, quick rundown of the news, and we'll get to the comment section because I want to hear you guys' comments. So, first off, the whole Jayden Daniels' mom arguing with the coach thing. I believe Jayden Daniels' mom. I do not believe the coach. Please stop trying to use that man's name for clout. That is disrespectful. You are dead wrong. That's not cool. Next, Kyle Pitts getting tagged. I told everyone he was getting tagged. I don't know why anybody thought he was going to be available. You were insane to think that Kyle Pitts was going to be available to anybody other than Atlanta Falcons. You were insane to ever think that, and you were absolutely crazy. I'm sorry. There's no way in heck he was leaving Atlanta. Atlanta was not allowing that. I'm sorry. The Falcons are not dumb, and they were not born yesterday. They were born a day, but they were not born yesterday. They are not fools. They are not nincompoop. They know what the heck they're doing, and they know darn well Kyle Pitts was going nowhere. He's on the tag for now. We'll see what happens later on in the offseason, but Kyle Pitts is going nowhere. Now that switches the tight end market to Isaiah Likely, which means now I think we're going to unlikely get Isaiah Likely. So I think we want to switch our focus to Chig Okonkwo. That's what I think we should do. Chig is a really good tight end, man. I know, but what Isaiah Likely? What was I like? Now, he might get the Kyle Pitts contract then. I don't want to pay Isaiah Likely $14 million per year to play tight end. I just don't. I don't want to pay nowhere north of 10. I don't think Isaiah Likely is worth that, personally. One, because he's not played consistently as tight end one yet. I've seen Chig Okonkwo be a tight end one and be productive. What crappy quarterback play am I? Because Will Levis is not good. Malik Willis is not good. Cam Ward was a rookie. Ups and downs. Promising, but not consistently good yet. You know what I mean? So, Chig has not had the best quarterback play in his time in Tennessee, but he's played well. I like Chig. Chig Okonkwo is a really solid tight end, like we bring to the table. I think that's who we should be targeting over Isaiah Likely. Not because I don't like Isaiah Likely. I think Isaiah Likely is going to get priced out what Washington will be willing to pay. So with that being said, I think our focus switches to Chig Okonkwo and less on Isaiah Likely. If Kyle Pitts was available, obviously the arrow will be on Kyle Pitts' jockstrap and trying to just, Kyle Pitts, come to my city. And that's when you can be like, you, Isaiah Likely, come on, man. Come on to DC, bro. But now, Isaiah Likely, come to my city. It's like, all right, bro. We know you on a trip down 95 to come down here, but I'm going to just call Chig Okonkwo because y'all, it's like 20 teams over there trying to geek over Isaiah Likely. I'm going to just call Chig Okonkwo and bro, 3 years, 21 million, cool with you? All right, come on, man. Sign me up. Sign me up. Come on, bro. Welcome to DC. We're going to get some mumbo soft chicken wings. We're going to the Rose Bar. I'm going to show you around, bro. Come on. Come on here, bro. I got you. We're gonna take you to Rose Bar. We're gonna take you to Ben Chili Bowl. We're gonna take you, you know what I'm saying, to the Go-Go Museum. We're gonna take you to a Go-Go. We're gonna get some chicken wing momo sauce. Welcome to DC. Welcome to DC. We're gonna show people how we're gonna try to beat your feet. All that, man. We got you. Got you, Chig. Got you, my boy. So that's why I think it's going to be switching our focus to. Now, Andrew Wylie being re-signed, like I said, great contract there. It did not cost a bunch of cap space for the Commanders. They're going to free up more space once they cut Marshawn Lattimore. Unfortunately, I think due to the ACL tear, I've heard things I've heard from John Geim and also other Washington YouTubers that we would not get the full $18.5 million back from releasing him, but I think we're waiting to the new league year when he will get his roster bonus. That'll be the injury settlement. He'll get his roster bonus of $2 million, and the other $16.5 million we will save by releasing Marshawn Lattimore from his contract and wish him on his merry way. So we'll get $16.5 million in cap space that you can spend on Chicken Quanquo, we can spend on another player, a couple other guys, you know what I'm saying, to really fortify your roster. So I love the Andrew Wylie signing. Not going to be super cost friendly. He's a great backup tackle and guard. He's a really versatile offensive lineman, and you have to keep those guys in-house. You don't let those guys go anywhere. So shout out to Andrew Wylie for picking a very team-friendly deal. Welcome back to the Washington Commanders. Like I said, the whole Kyle Pitts thing is what it is. He was never coming. I don't know why I thought he was coming. Brian Johnson in LA. Bro, I don't really give a crap. It is what it is. Cliff was taking somebody with him. And he took Brian Johnson. The guy we really didn't give a crap about anyway. He didn't take David Blau, thank God, nothing like that. David Blau is now offensive coordinator. If you wanted to keep Brian Johnson, he could have, swung for the fence to try to keep him. But he wasn't geek for him, obviously. So we'll find a new pass game coordinator. We wish Brian Johnson nothing but the best. I think Brian Johnson is a really solid offensive mind. But his time in Philadelphia as an offensive coordinator, I didn't want to be the OC here. Him getting passed up on for the OC job here for a first-time play caller. Probably rubbing the wrong way, probably pissed him off a little bit, and he just didn't want to be it. And that's fine. I have no hatred upon him. I'm not mad at him for that. I'll be probably mad too. How dare you pass me up for a first-time play caller? Man, what I'm gone. And I get assistant head coach over there too. Oh no, well, I have to Cliff Kingsbury. He got that title. But you know what I mean? So we'll see, man. We'll see. We will see how things go over time as we get closer to the combine. The combine stuff will really get the kicking off on Thursday. And hopefully we'll start, having more conversations with other different free agents of our own, not real other teams right now, but our own free agents, and try to see if we can retain anyone and who can we retain. I think we hopefully can start the whole Laramie Tunzel contract extension talks as well, and get those out the way as quickly as possible, so we can create more cap space that way, so we can go ahead and try to maximize the players we can get free agency, so we can try to win something this year. I think we are low key in win now mode, not because of what happened in 2024. Obviously, we had a really bad year last year, obviously, but more importantly, you really want to establish a winning culture to keep your job if you're Dan Quinn. You want to make the playoffs. You want to show something to this front office that you are the guy for the job when it comes to the coaching staff. And that's how you do it. It's about winning football games, making the playoffs, and even probably winning the playoff game. That's how you win. That's how you win over your front office. And Adam Peters also need to do his part of the bargain, getting him the correct players to match the schemes of Durante Jones and also David Blau. Also developing Jayden Daniels. We have a lot of work to do in order for this team to be where it needs to be. I think this team's a dark horse in the NFC because no one will talk about the Commanders. Commanders had a 5-12 season. Jayden Daniels wasn't healthy, and everyone think we suck. And that's fine. I want everybody to think that we suck. We start busting people in the mouth, start whooping their tail that they stole something. They're like, oh my gosh, look at Washington. Oh, shut up. You wouldn't think about us anyway. We was trash. We was, it's just Jayden Daniels and friends, Terry McLaurin was hurting. They all suck. Jayden Daniels is mid. Caleb Williams is so good. Blah, blah. What about the Rams? The Rams, they like that. Matthew Stafford, MVP, blah, blah. Seattle Seahawks will Super Bowl. Well, yeah, they're going to be phenomenal forever. Dynasty. All that nonsense people be talking about. While we in our little corner, minding our business, like in 2024, minding our business, and we start busting them boys in the mouth. Bow! Week 1. Bow, bow, bow. Like, oh my gosh, the Commanders. What happened? They were 5-12 last year. They started 4-0 and started smashing everybody and obliterating, sending them into oblivion. Yes. You know why? We're now in the corner, minding our business, trying to get ourselves together. And when we get ourselves together, boy, we're going to be a freaking problem. Fred Amos going to be back next year. Of course, Jayden going to be back next year healthy. Mikey should play better as a coverage guy. He did force turnovers last year, but not good in coverage. I expect a nice jump from Bill Krosky-Merritt. I expect the running back room to be bolstered. Now, when David Blau was talking about the running back room, I think he was talking about upgrade over C-Rod and Jeremy Nichols. I don't think we're going to replace our RB1. I think our RB1 will still be Bill. Now, if they got a Kenneth Walker, if they played a Breece Hall, I would not be mad. If they drafted a guy like Mike Washington out of Arkansas in the 3rd round, and him and Bill shared carries, I had no problem with that. If they, get a Tyler Algier and then spin the block, get a Kenneth Gainwell, I have no problem with that. I think you can go multiple routes to upgrade his running back. You cannot stay status quo with his running back. It's solid. It's not terrible. But you can do better, and I think you have to do better. Do better for Jayden Daniels' sake. Antonio Gibson just got cut. We're younging anyone? Do I think he's a better receiving back today than Kenneth Gainwell? Just out the backfield? No. But do I think he's a more versatile player than Kenneth Gainwell? Yes. And I think if you can unlock that versatility as a pass catcher, Antonio Gibson could be a top tier 3rd down back in the National Football League. And I think it'd be a good pickup. I think him or Kenneth Gainwell are great pickups. You can pick up either one, and I wouldn't scoff at it. I'd be very happy with both of those guys. So yeah. It's a huge offseason, man. And I think we started off the thing on the right foot with the coaching staff. We got real aggressive. Got some younger minds in here that will help Dan Quinn because Dan Quinn's an older guy and Dan Quinn's a little stubborn with some things. But I think he's trying to open up his mind a little bit, so he brought some younger minds in here to help him out with that. Got sick of the spread offense and all that with Cliff. So he got rid of Cliff. He told his homie Joey Jr., thank you, but no thank you. He made some aggressive moves, getting to Durante Jones, even interviewing Brian Flores and trying to shoot his shot. It went air ball, but he shot it. You know what I mean? Shot a shot, went air ball, but he recommended his homie, I bet, and we hired his homie. It's just how it goes sometimes. Hiring David Blau, first-time coordinator at 30 years old, first-time play caller, bold. Dan Quinn has shown some kahunas this offseason. He's shown some kahunas of steel. I hope this works, because, boy, if it don't, he's getting the axe. Get up out of here. He out of here. He's done. He's finito. He just hit a stain. Finito. No Chief Keef. He's done. Finito. Out of here. He's getting a one-way ticket to the unemployment office. He's getting sent to the shadow realm. It's over with. Go get it. Go grab a Millennium Rod. He's gone. He's out of here. So, hope all these things work. But so far, so good. The aggressiveness. We brought back Andrew Wylie. I love that. Kyle Pitts got tagged. I'm not surprised. Brian Johnson is in LA. Hey, Cliff was taking somebody with him, and that's what it was. The whole quarterback coach drama. I mean, that coach will go have several seats and stop playing with Mama Jackson like that. But she say, "Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real." And start putting that belt behind. You know what I'm saying? She want to put that belt, that Hermes belt, that Ferragamo belt, a bunch of belt, bow, 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 bow. Don't play with her son, boy. Play with her son now. Don't play with Jayden Daniels. Don't play with him now. Because she ain't the one to be played with. Disrespectfully. No, for real.
Y'all puppets, bro. Y'all sellouts, bro.
Yeah, man. So that's pretty much about it for tonight's live stream. I ain't gonna hold you out too much. It's not late at night, 11 o'clock at night. You know, a lot of people I go to work in the morning. That's when to come in, talk about half an hour. I'm going to get back to the mock drafts this month in March. My guess will be as follows: to be full command at some point. I'm gonna get my boy Overtime Otis on here at some point. I'll try to schedule those time with them. I'll try to get Ed Oliver on the channel as well. And then finally, my other guest that I would prefer to have will be one guy talking sports. So I will get in touch with these 4 creators this week. I will go and schedule these live streams for you guys, and then we'll go ahead and hop on those. Probably try to do them every Monday, starting first week of March. As we are going post combine, and we're in draft season, we're in free agency season. We brought back Andrew Wylie, good start, and we'll see who else we bring back over the next couple of weeks before March 9th tampering period, and then March 11th is the beginning of the new league year, and that's where we're going to put ink to paper on these free agents. We'll talk about that. Tampering period, I'll try to be live on that. The first day of the tampering period and see what happens for the first couple hours. I'll try to get the day off so I can do that for you guys. Yeah, I get the day off for you guys for that. Yeah, these mock drafts. So I only done 2 mock drafts so far this season, so we'll do 3.0 through 6.0 for the month of March, and then we'll have a couple in April, and we'll wrap up the draft season with that. And hopefully, I will be in Pittsburgh for the NFL draft. And I'll see what the NFL will give me with the tickets or not. They do give us the tickets, I'll let you know. I'll be in Pittsburgh, and if I'm in town, I'll go ahead and vlog. Ask other different teams about what they want in the draft, stuff like that. And we'll vlog it, we'll edit it, and we'll talk the vlog. So it's going to be a fun off season. I cannot wait if we are getting closer to the meat and potatoes of the off season. And as we get more news, I'll try to hop on and give you guys some news. But it's going to do it, man. Subscribe to the channel on the road to 8,000 subscribers. Subscribe button, like button, share button. Please hype these videos. Shout out to my boy HTTC off the bench for the intro. That's in some of the long form videos that are not live streams. And shout out to God for the Disciple for the intro song. Told me I shouldn't. Shout out to bro. Go follow me at God for the Disciple on all platforms. And please go follow off the bench at _HTTC. So yeah, have a good one. I'll be easy. Stay blessed and stay healthy. Remember, again, I'm most athletic Italian sport choice, professional on the field and tactically sound. You will always overcome like talent and athleticism through hard work and what? Dedication, man. Protect fans from always. I love the love of the Lord. Have a good one. I will catch you guys tomorrow in another video. My final mock off season will be on March 1st. I've not put this Andrew Wylie move into that, so keep that in mind. It was previously recorded. I'll put a annotation somewhere or like a comment on the pinned comment section for you guys. Let you know I did not count that into the move that we will make. But so next time, have a good one, and I will catch you guys on the next one.